Fellow city leaders, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to speak to you at the 7th World Cities Summit. It has been over a decade since I attended the 2nd World Cities Summit in my then capacity as Secretary for Development. Much has changed since then all over the world. Advances in technology, emergence of digital economy, geopolitical tension, and more recently, the COVID-19 pandemic, which has made social gatherings and face-to-face interactions a luxury. But it is exactly amidst such disruptions that we must redouble our efforts as city leaders to create a livable and sustainable environment for our citizens. Before we can consider our long-term future, we must first overcome the imminent challenge of COVID-19. In Hong Kong, from the day the first case was confirmed in January last year, we have been adopting a whole government and collaborative approach in our anti-epidemic work. Our response is grounded in science, with the advice of experts from within the government and from the universities. Technology has been widely adopted with the launching of Stay Home Safe apps and Leave Home Safe apps to help monitor people on home quarantine and trace contacts of infected patients, respectively. Infection controls through the use of robotics, antiviral coating, reusable face masks, etc., are widely applied in different settings. More importantly, thanks to our robust public hospital system and the dedication of medical staff, every COVID-19 patient is being properly cared for in hospitals and related facilities. With the high compliance of Hong Kong people with infection control protocols and vigorous testing and tracing, Hong Kong has been able to keep the number of infections at a relatively low level. Our imminent task is to raise the vaccination rate amongst local residents in order to build the needed immunity. A city cannot be livable or sustainable if it is not safe, both in terms of public health as well as law and order, which people of Hong Kong have known so well after having been confronted with unprecedented challenges in the past 2 years. Another area that calls for innovation, technology, citizens' participation, and joint action is climate change. Under the Hong Kong's Climate Action Plan 2030+, Hong Kong is committed to reducing Hong Kong's carbon intensity by 65% to 70% between 2005 and 2030. We are making good progress in realizing that target, with carbon intensity in 2018 about 36% lower than in 2005. Over the past decade, the Hong Kong government has allocated more than $6 billion to a wide variety of energy-saving and renewable energy measures. They include introducing waste-to-energy and waste-to-resources facilities and promoting electric vehicles and vessels with a goal of zero vehicular emissions before 2050. Our two power companies have also joined these efforts, investing some $5 billion in decarbonization projects. Following changes in fuel mix, with the proportion of coal in electricity generation reduced from 50% to less than 25% within just 6 years, Hong Kong's carbon emissions peaked in 2014, and I have already announced that Hong Kong will strive to achieve carbon neutrality before 2050. It is an ambitious target, but one we are determined to accomplish. Looking ahead, we will continue to phase out Hong Kong's remaining coal plants while promoting renewable energy. We will also work to increase the share of zero-carbon energy generated in our fuel mix so as to achieve our 2030 carbon intensity reduction target as much as 5 years earlier. Again, collaboration is essential in tackling climate change. Hong Kong looks forward to working with other cities. My thanks to Singapore Centre for Livable Cities and Urban Redevelopment Authority for organizing this inspiring global event. I wish you all a rewarding summit. Thank you.